The Adventures of Bob Hatson, Casino Project, Chapter 1, Bob, Ron, Lucy, and Sam. Tenderly awaking, difficult to say the color, far away, a little yellow light is barely perceptible through the brilliant white morning. It's 6 o'clock and clouds are far high in the sky. Small, so small they are. They're floating over the shimmering morning light. Wind is fresh from the night, transporting a field's odor. The sun warms up tree's summit. It's early morning, saying hello to truck drivers and goodbye to casino players. Hello to pregnant mothers expecting to feed their baby, and goodbye to fathers working on night shift. It's early morning and the moon is hiding behind sunbeams. The color of the sea appears up in the sky, divided by white stripes diving on earth, indicating sun's orientation. It's early morning, scenery to awaken lives, whores, cops, casino players. Doctors of the scene look at bureaucrats waking up. Fast foods of the human race show they're alive. Loyal to nature, the morning wakes up. The city moves under the brilliant sun. Nice passage before hitting the road, Bob exclaims. The opium of poverty is the explosive love of traveling through a synchronized revolution between men in power, therefore, always asked to go further. Trucking for Bob Hatson is a clinic of knowledge and a park for society's needs within a revolutionary spirit through the time. Transport is trucking. A dancing floor where companies are constantly in a fight to obtain what they need on time, where distance is not anymore an obstacle to deliver people's needs. This revolution is the new poverty's opium. Descending in the streets where religions are crying for a new address, workers are falling in the arms of the opium of poverty. It is a new birth. The transport revolution, the time. In the legendary Bob Hatson's truck driver stories, like the intricacies following its intrigues, surveys and investigations, Bob invites you on a reflection to understand what he tries to reveal. Slave drivers forbidden. A lot of hours of driving give these men a passion of comprehension, but even so, while dispatchers want slave drivers to suffer accomplishing extra hours for bureaucrats, the revolution is still going on. The time, the opium of poverty. One of the kings of the road from Montreal, Canada, Mr. Ron McHolly, left from the backyard of a transport intelligence company called Soft Transport, with his cargo going to United States of America. Ron McHolly is Bob Hatson's best friend. From all those years as truck drivers, they're like twins representing highest moral characters and principles, specialists of transport's ethics, and gentlemen across Canada and United States in a noble idealism. They're both freelancers and owners of their own tractor. Ron left with a van from Soft Transport hauling for Falcon Plastic Company on a Monday night, with a plastic rolls load on skids, full trailer. Unfortunately, 5 hours later we heard Ron McHolly was dead on a road accident. After a mournful funeral mass on a Friday afternoon, Bob lost one of his best friends. An ex-truck driver from Montreal, one amongst many others who shared several secrets with Bob. Ron McHolly, 10 years on transport, lost his life. Coming out from the church, Bob meets Ron's family and wishes condolences. By a nice sunny Friday afternoon, after a little time with Ron's family and friends, Bob is ready to leave for another trip. Reaching Company's backyard where he parks his tractor in Montreal, Bob feels something's wrong about losing a boon companion. After so many years exporting and importing for his country, and then life is gone forever. From this tragedy, was it logical after all those years, wonders Bob? Then suddenly he's victim of this road accident. They said a mechanical problem occurred. However, where was the problem? Ron always persevered on preventive mechanicals. He always took care of his truck like a jewel. What was wrong? I could have said yes if this person was negligent, or if he had an alcohol consumption problem or a drug habit. No, he was straight and he always defended transport quality. Not even driving faster as if money was the only goal in his life, remembers Bob. This entrepreneur was perfect. An example for all of us he was. God bless him. Looking at a girlfriend's photo in his truck, Roxy, Bob is crying over delicate moments he shared with her. Thinking about his road best friend and how life is out of reality when a companion loss happens. Losing a friend in a critical situation, unjustified by his young age and all he could have accomplished in the future. However, Bob comforts his sorrows looking at Roxy's photo, a girl he used to have a drink and share a movie with. Knowing that he has to leave, Bob has to hook up on a trailer and drive, hoping for brighter moments. Will he meet a new girl in the States and have fun? Life must go on despite his disagreeable period of mourning. Let's go then. Bob hooks on a trailer and get his manifest custom papers in the office. Back to his Peterbilt, freshly cleaned inside and outside, Bob is ready to go for his first client in the state of Ohio. He turns on the music with a beautiful song from the band The Eagles called Lion Eyes. Entering into GPS his first client's address, Bob organizes his trip, where to put diesel, have breakfast tomorrow morning, filling up his paperwork, logbook, mechanical inspection before departure. Bob is leaving for the glory wherever it is. Bob's singing song. You can't hide your lion eyes and your smile. I will reach the destination, thinks Bob. Bob parks in Napanee, Ontario at the Flying J. Beautiful truck stop with good food, fresh beer, and a lot of diesel. He meets Dakiel from Colbert Transport at diesel filling station. Always having fun, that guy, refilled with new jokes, and as weather change, he's ready for another new one. He said, "Hey, Bob, I got a new one for you, Bob. 3 guys are on the ocean from the Marines. The ship explodes. They're in the water, hooked on a piece of wood. And one says, hey, I think it was our last trip, friends, so let's pray. The second one said, we're dead. We'll sing Ave Maria. The third one says, well, guys, I don't know any prayers, but I'll do something towards religion. I'll pass the hat to take collection." Daniel walks away laughing at his own joke, You can imagine in the middle of the ocean collecting money. Bob feels that it's beyond his thoughts at this time. Nice fellow, and moreover an excellent truck driver, thinks Bob. A shower is essential after a truck's needs. Bob parks the beautiful machine. Everybody observed these magical red, yellow, and inflaming colors between chrome stripes, revealing many stories from Bob and his monster. 650 horsepower engine with an 18-speed transmission. Bob's rocket. Once inside, Bob walks to the restaurant and orders a nice cold fresh Budweiser. The most beautiful tiny blonde girl in this world appears with her blue eyes, walking on stiletto shoes, high heels, in a red short skirt dressed up by black suspenders stretching a cleavage white shirt. Ooh, soon after Bob had another beer. Finally, consciously, he went to bed. His bunker was waiting for him under appropriate climate in the bedroom. He was ready to sleep like a baby. Tomorrow morning, Bob picks up all he needs for his morning trip at the Flying J restaurant. Get a coffee, cigarettes, and a ham and cheese hot sandwich. After truck inspection before departure, he's ready to hit the road. Driving across Toronto to reach London, Ontario, he decides to stop at the Flying J at London's truck stop park. Once inside, two guys are talking about Ron McCauley's accident and about mechanical problems he supposedly had on his truck. Therefore, those people were saying as Bob, talking about Ron, the perfect guy and his truck, always clean and shining, so questioning. Bob just said, "Hi guys," but he had to go. He just took a coffee for the road and left. Reaching Windsor, Ontario to go across the border towards Detroit, Michigan, Bob stops at the duty-free store to change his Canadian money for Americans. Bob is singing to the laughing angelic girl distinguishing Bob's voice. She immediately recognizes his vocal tone, and every time she falls in love with the 18-wheeler with his brilliant white teeth and pronouncing words like he's living each moment of each letter in each word. Bob gives her a jar of maple syrup from Montreal like he had promised. "Here, Lucy, directly from the maple syrup shack close to Montreal. This is for you, baby." She's literally crying, thinking Bob forgot about this gift he promised. "Mission accomplished, babe," with a smile she will never forget. Lucy wipes off her tears, exclaiming, "No, well, I don't want to lose my tears. I want to keep them to remember you, Bob." "Oh, my God," said Bob, "if you need to keep your tears to remember me, it was the last pint of syrup I brought to the magical Lucy." "Well, you're my hero, Bob," said she, laughing and crying at the same time. "Thanks, Bob." Bob took his exchange money from Lucy and gives her a wink. "Love you, Lucy, and have fun." Bob climbs up in the luxurious Peterbilt and, "Ready to go," he says. He inserts a CD from Billy Currington, the song "I'm Good at Drinking Beer." "But not now," said he. "I gotta drive that beautiful engine." "Be careful," Bob murmured. Mr. Hatson drives towards Ambassador Bridge in an elegant right-tide curve, reaching the border, heading to the customs agent. "Hello, good day, Mr. Hatson. Paper, please. How long will you be gone? Where are you heading to? Blah, 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 blah." "Have a nice trip, Mr. Hatson, and drive carefully." Bob is gone to the whole United States now. Each time Bob goes across the frontier, he feels the same love. Driving on 75 Interstate Highway, going south, Bob would like to reach his first destination, but he has some doubts about being on time. Driving up the speed limit as usual, he takes care of the load's quality. Once at destination, it won't be a mess inside the trailer. Melted into tears by events that have overwhelmed him, he stops in a restaurant and collapses. He gets out of the truck and takes a walk, spreading his tears all around his shirt sleeves. Within the last decade, he's shared a lot of things with his best friend Ron, as far as learning all the intricacies of transport, importing and exporting, about roads, and he remembers all the fun he had with him. Girls, nice weather, down south in Florida, in Texas, in Tennessee, and Denver, Colorado, where they spent hours together going out meeting girls sometimes. Although serious were they about transport, Bob had a lot of pleasure with his great friend Ron. Oh, Ron, I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Bob walks back to his Peterbilt. There is a kid looking at Bob's truck colors. He simulates, turns the steering wheel left to right, right to left. He feigns driving the truck. He fakes the engine sound. Bob starts laughing. Hey boy, what's your name? Bob hears kids' parents saying from their car, No, Sam, don't bother the man and come back here. Bob couldn't imagine a more pleasant scene. It's all right, guys, it's all right, he said. This kid makes my day. Bob asked the kid if he wants to sit down on the driver's seat. You know the answer. Therefore, Mom and Dad approach and meet Bob presenting themselves. We're sorry, sir, Sam disturbed you. Not at all, said Bob. How would you like Sam driving this beautiful truck with me for a few miles till the next truck stop? And I will invite you for a bite, you and Sam, while he sits the kid on the driver's seat. Oh, yes, Mom, say yes, say yeah, Mom, please. Sam's yelling. Well, are you sure you want to do this, sir? Asked Mom. Yes, of course, why not? This future truck driver will try one of the most beautiful machines in the whole United States, madam. You just have to say yes, Mom. Together, Sam and I will drive a couple of miles, park at next truck stop, and we'll later have a nice chat at the dining room table. Come on, Mom, say it, begged Sam. Okay, then. If Dad feels safe with that, it's all right. Dad? Questions Bob. Yes, why not, babe? This man seems to know what he's doing, darling. That is fine with me. No hesitation. Bob climbs up behind Sam, buckles up the seat belt, closes the door, opens the window, and say, Follow us, Mom and Dad. Sam and I have some work to do. See you later, alligator. And Sam repeats after Bob, See you later, alligator. Bob starts the engine while Sam seems to be impressed by the sound. However, he still looks amused. Everything now appears to be under control. Bye, Mom, Sam waving. They both leave very slowly under the brilliant sunlight. Trucks' colors and chrome dazzle everyone's eyes around. Sam and Bob had fun on the highway, and here they come at the truck stop. Mom and Dad admire Peterbilt entering the backyard. Sam hit the horn, gesticulating to Mom and Dad to move away. The kid is instantly impressed when Bob drives the trailer backward between two trucks so easily. Surprised is he by brake system sound when Bob pulls on parking brakes. Bob invites all the family to join him, chasing away his loneliness. He decides to reach his destination tomorrow. Sharing a meal with Sam, he relates some trips and places to the family where he's been. With class, instructing Sam about comfortable friendship between drivers, the transport all around America is as important as a marriage between two countries, says Bob. Let's say Canada and United States, for example. Chapter 2. On next video, Bob and Janis.